Hello, everybody. My name is Graham Elwood. You're watching The Political Vigilante. Well, we have had a bunch of protests in Thailand, and I'm not that familiar with what's happening there, but I want to just see how it's being covered by the mainstream media. So basically what has been happening, Thailand is a monarchy, and there have been very pro-democracy protests, people really wanting more democracy. Okay, so let's see how it's being covered, because one of the viewers of the show, Wanchat Theranu, said, see how the media is covering it and connect the dots. So this is from CNN. Thailand government vows to protect the monarchy after a weekend of unrest. Thailand's government has vowed to protect the monarchy after tens of thousands of pro-democracy protesters rallied in Bangkok and other cities over the weekend as calls for a new constitution and curbing the king's powers continue to grow. Right? Speaking to reporters at Government House on Monday, Prime Minister, the Prime Minister said he reports the idea of Parliament holding an emergency session to find a way out of the current political crisis, but said the government must protect the monarchy. And this is a picture of all of the protests here. Pro-democracy demonstrations attend an anti-government protest in Bangkok, Thailand on Sunday. That's huge. Bangkok is a massive city, by the way. I've never been there, but I hear how huge it is. Already prominent protest leaders have been arrested on charges such as sedition, which could have lead to 7 years behind bars. 2 activists were arrested on charges of attempting violence against the Queen after her motorcade was obstructed by anti-government crowds. The pair face a possible life sentence, right? Threat of prison. The movement began in earnest after former general and coup leader returned to power following disrupted elections in 2019. Another central demand of the protesters is for the military-drafted constitution to be rewritten, as they say it allows the military to hold on to political power. True democracy cannot happen in Thailand, they say, until the top-down ruling establishment, made up of the monarchy, military, and wealthy political elites, is reformed. Police have ordered Thailand's National Broadcasting and Telecommunications Commission to investigate 4 local media outlets for their protest coverage, according to the police notice issued on Friday. The notice said the local media, including Voice TV, Prachatai, the Reporters, and the Standard, protested content that may have undermined national security, peace, and public morale. Police spokesman said that's affecting internal security. In a tweet on Monday, the state-owned public broadcasting service said the order will not be effective until it is published in the Royal Gazette. Thailand has one of the world's strictest lease majest laws forbidding criticism of the king. Okay. All right, so that's CNN's coverage. Which, hey, that all might be accurate. The monarchy is right. Thailand protests by the BBC. Authorities move to ban Telegram messaging app. Have ordered internet providers to block the Telegram messaging app, which has been used by anti-government protesters. A leaked document outlining the plans was shared on social media. Police also threatened to shut down 4 news outlets for violating a decree issued last week to end the rallies. Authorities have failed to curb the rallies since they issued an emergency order on Thursday, with protesters still gathering daily, largely peacefully, in Bangkok and other parts of the country. The 3-fingered salute from the Hunger Games film franchise is being used by many demonstrators. Wow. There's a student challenging. All right. There's the BBC again. Washington Post. Thai protesters inspired by Hong Kong tactics. Oh, the Washington Post is going to charge me. Sorry, I ain't paying dick for you. Protesters in Thailand. Well, my guess what they're going to try to do, let's put in, and then China. As Thailand's pro-democracy rally, Wang Yi opens China's arms to embattled government. On a visit to Bangkok, Wang Yi offers investment and economic support, including integrating the Eastern Economic Corridor and Belt and the Road. Beijing's embrace comes at a crisis point for the kingdom, with thousands of pro-democracy defying the order. Beijing's top diplomat, Wang Yi, has offered support and much-needed investment to Thailand's embattled government as the kingdom slides deeper into political crisis and struggles to receive a flatlining economy hammered by the coronavirus. Foreign Minister, on his last meeting of a whistle-stop tour showing up alliances in Southeast Asia on Thursday, promised to sell Thailand's massive Eastern Economic Corridor infrastructure, tech, and trade zone plan to Chinese companies and make the hub a spinal point in Beijing's Belt and Road initiative in the region. China will continue to encourage Chinese companies to invest in Thailand and expand cooperation in new economies and new business formats such as the digital economy. Thailand is one of these countries that has what's called a digital nomad visa, which is allowing content creators. There's this one guy, the Moon, who's a crypto guy. I don't know him personally, was broadcasting out of Thailand, and they're offering high-speed internet and all this other stuff. So the Western media coverage that story, they're trying to tie China, Beijing, to the royal family. That may be true. But it's like what was happening in Hong Kong, which there's a legitimate protest against anti-authoritarian stuff. And hey, the Chinese government does plenty of anti-authoritarian stuff. But what's really a threat, China is a threat to our economic dominance of the world. So what could be happening here? It's a legitimate protest. They want real democracy. There's a monarchy. Monarchies aren't real keen to give up their power and help the masses. But we're reporting on it in such a way to slight it so that it's against China. That is my guess. And again, this region of the world, I am not as knowledgeable on as I am in other parts of the world. That's my guess. That the corporate media, the CNN and BBC, it's BBC is state-run media, CNN, Washington Post, they're all about pushing the American empire's agenda. Now, and of course, we as Americans tend to go, yeah, let the people have their freedom and a monarchy. Okay. And they're doing things that, but here's the thing that's so interesting. Okay, so let's just take it at face value that the Thailand monarchy is stifling people. They are arresting and they're blocking journalists and doing the things that authoritarian governments do. What is curiously omitted from people like CNN and BBC and Washington Post and others is how this country is currently doing that right now. This show has been throttled. YouTube is unsubscribing people. We were climbing up. We should be well over 80, 90,000 subscribers. We should be probably upwards of 100,000 right now, but we're stuck at 73,000. My subscriber count has gone down. My views have gone down. They're blocking people during the live chats to put money in the super chats. So that's one thing that CNN doesn't talk about, all the authoritarian shit that this country does. So we're going to just pay a little more attention to Thailand and see what's going on and see how if there's not natural resources that we need out of Thailand, then we need them strategically somehow. If we want to put in a pro-democracy government, if the United States is behind this, which I don't know that they are, I think the people really are making this happen, but we're going to try to weasel in there and get a Western puppet, because that's what we would really want, is someone to then say no to block China, because we see China as a threat. Rather than working with them, we see them as a threat. So this will be very interesting to see how this plays out. And I'm going to cover it in a way that the Western media won't. Thanks for watching the show. Like, share, subscribe. Support us at patreon.com/Graham Elwood or Rockfin, ROKFIN. They're all on the show notes.com/Graham Elwood. Blockchain cryptocurrency platform. Crypto's the future. Shave your knuckles for justice. Boom.